for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Burden. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we are scoreless.
Missouri will snap it in the red zone. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Quickly complete.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for room, it's Neal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Neal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Toss to the outside. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's inside the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Missouri 6, Kansas 0.
The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks in the hurry up.
That's a first down for the offense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. The Jayhawks get it past the sticks.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Daniels. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Jayhawks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There to make the stop, but they used the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Got his man quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a little trickery. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Back to pass, it's Cook. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the full dive and the grab down the left. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Going up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. This is a designed run. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. From the 30-yard line on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Scrambling away. He's taking a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Missouri! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Missouri 21, Kansas 17.
They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.